Hi, it's me again, and I thought today we could have a look at a few bits and pieces, mostly from debt charities or student unions, things like that, that are supposed to be able to help people manage their bills and know what to pay and what not to pay. And it's interesting to see what I say about the TV licence fee, because I've done these videos before where they're just not giving any of the useful information. I mean, I used StepChange myself in the past, a debt charity, to help me handle the problems I'd got myself into. Right? And at no point did they say I could save that money a month on the TV licence fee. In fact, on the report thing I had to fill out, a means test form, it allowed for the TV licence fee on there. But surely if you're a debt charity helping people climb themselves back out of the hole they've dug, you want to help them save a few quid, don't you? But I was never once given that advice. I had to turn to YouTube to get that advice donkeys years ago. So let's have a look at a few of these and see what they got to say. I think it'll be interesting. Right, let's start off with a couple of student ones. So I've got Newcastle University here. So do you watch or record live TV or download or watch BBC programmes on iPlayer? You need to be covered by a licence to do those things. Not bad. Not bad, actually. Newcastle University, not bad. And if we scroll down, what if I don't need a licence? If you don't need a licence, you can let them know so they can update their details. You don't have to do that, but I understand why they'd say it. How can I buy a TV licence? Yeah, I suppose that needs to be there, doesn't it? Fair information, I think. I wish it was a bit clearer at the top, saying if you don't watch broadcast TV or use iPlayer, you don't need to pay for a licence, don't worry. That should be the header, really. But I don't know, what do you reckon? Should we give Newcastle University a pass on that? At least they're putting the full information out there. I think we'll give them a pass. Next up is Save the Student. This is quite a good one, I think. Cost of TV licence increases again, but here's how to avoid paying. Nice work, Save the Student. Solid headline there, solid headline. Here at Save the Student, we love finding ways to save a penny or two. So naturally, we have all the facts on how to save money on your TV licence and even avoid paying altogether. According to the law, with the exemption of BBC iPlayer, you don't need a TV licence if you never watch or record live television and only watch catch-up. There are actually relatively few people who fall into this bracket, fewer than 2% of households, according to TV licensing. You've let yourself down there. Why would you use a stat according to TV licensing, saying how many people don't require a television licence? I wouldn't have bothered with that. But this is a good one, and it does help you understand it. So it understands about discounts, why they're mentioning over 75s. I've got no idea at all. But they do say on here that you can watch catch up, all four, ITV, all this stuff without having a television licence. So well played. Save the Student, you are winning today. I tell you what, we've done this for a while now, and when I first started looking at these things, all the information was you need to have a telly licence, you need to have a telly licence, you need to have a telly licence. And we're seeing it turn around. And it can only be because of the fight that we're having on here and the other YouTube channels and getting it more out there for people to understand fully. Because we're going to come to this bit in a minute. Wait. So this is Independent Age, who apparently help old people with many things. Good for them. I'm proud of you, Independent Age. But you're not doing a terribly good job with telly licence stuff. Let's have a look at this. If you watch television, you need a TV licence. It doesn't matter which channel you watch or what kind of device you use. How's that a fair headline? How's that? That's not giving all the information. You need a television licence if you watch anything that's being broadcast, but if, like many older people now, you're struggling to pay for it, if you just stick to catch-up services and watch 90% of the stuff you would have watched anyway, you can save that money every month. If I was advising old people, that's what I would say. Do I need a TV licence? You must have a valid TV licence if you watch or record programmes being shown on TV, download watch programmes on iPlayer, watch or stream live programmes on an online TV service such as ITV Hub or All4. I hate it when they keep mentioning that, and I know where this comes from, and we're going to come to it in a minute because I found one that really wound me up. But you could make that a lot clearer. You could make that a lot clearer. Watch or stream the live programmes on any online TV service, but if you don't watch the live things, you only use the catch-up, then you can use ITV Hub, All4, 5, all you want, without a telly licence. That's what I'd like to see it say. So they talk about the over 75s ones and some discounts. Do I need one if I'm in a care home? If you're struggling to pay for your TV licence, and beware of scams. And nowhere does it say, look, we can save you this money a month if you just do this. You're trying to advise and help the older generation who may be struggling financially. Why have you not given them the full information? You don't get a pass, Independent Age. That's a fail. Right, Turn2us is a bit like StepChange. It's another debt charity that helps you dig yourself out of the hole that you've been in. And some people like these companies, some people don't. I'm in the middle, really. I have used one. I don't think I'd use one again if I was in trouble, granted. But that's not what we're talking about here. This is Turn2us, And it says here, TV licensing, telephone and broadband costs, help with TV license costs. Nice clear headline there. So all this wants to do is help you pay for your TV license. Look, help with TV license costs. And it mentions ITV Hub and All 4 and YouTube and Amazon Prime again to scare people into thinking they need one if they use those services. And do you know where this comes from? I'm not going to read the whole thing on this one because it goes on a bit. It goes on about over 75s and blind people and care homes. But have a guess where this information come from. What do you think? Was this independently created to put on the Turn to Us website or not? No, it wasn't. Look, acknowledgement. Thanks to Claire Clark from TV Licensing for her help with this information page. Claire Clark, I would imagine, haven't checked, but I wager quite a lot of money that she works for one of the PR agencies that are employed by TV licensing. They employ, I think it's 8 of them, it might be 6, I can never remember, to reach out to companies like this, to debt charities, to local community groups, to local newspapers, to push the narrative that you need to have a television license. How can this be completely independent advice from a debt charity called Turn to Us if the information was provided by the company that wants your money? Do you do that with credit cards when people are in credit card debt? Do you only give them the information from Barclaycard or NatWest or whoever? No, because you know what you're talking about. And you should do the same here if you're trying to help people. That is a massive fail, Turn to Us. Shame to you. So MoneyHelper, another one of those places that are trying to help you manage your money and claw yourself out of a hole you might be in if you're struggling. And you go to their TV license section and all it says is paying for your TV license. What to do if I'm struggling to pay for my TV license? How do you cancel your TV license and get money back? So let's have a look at this. If you don't think you'll be able to afford a TV license soon, it's best to cancel it and potentially get some money back. You can cancel your license if you no longer watch or record programs that are being shown on any channel, watch or stream programs live on those things again, download or watch BBC programs or iPlayer. So not bad, not bad. I'd wish that was at the top of the page because it just says paying your TV license, which is enforcing a narrative. Saying, do you need to pay your TV license? Question mark. Would have been a cracking header. Nah, what do you reckon? Give them a pass? The information's on there. We should probably give them a little pass. So as I said earlier, I previously used StepChange. I got myself into a bit of trouble. I was an idiot. Absolute idiot. And then I lost my job and I was knackered, right? So I used StepChange to help me get out of the hole I was in. And I had to fill out a means test form so they could work out how much to pay the creditors every month. And on there was the allowance for the television license. And at no point did they say, look, if you don't pay this, that's another 10, 12 quid a month we can put towards your creditors or you can put towards food. At no point did they say that. And they don't say it really on the website either. And StepChange are one of the big players that help people with their money. And they should be on this. They should be on this. How to pay your TV license and deal with fines or arrears. It's a criminal offence to watch live TV or iPlayer without a licence, blah, blah, blah. The £1,000 fine plus court costs, all to scare you. The rules can be confusing. To check if you have a TV licence, find out how to register not needing one. The FAQs on the TV licensing website, which would have been sent to them by one of the PR agencies again. At no point here does it say it. Look, simple payment plan. Can I go to prison? TV licence concessions. Oh look, what if I don't need a licence? If you don't watch TV at all or your property is empty or unoccupied, you still need to contact TV licensing and let them know. This should stop any letters being sent to the address for up to 2 years. No, it doesn't say if you don't watch anything that's being broadcast or use iPlayer, you don't need a licence, and you don't have to tell them if you don't want to, although you will get shitty letters. Come on, StepChange, come on. Come on. People come to you because they're struggling financially. That's the only reason to talk to you. Now, if they're struggling financially, what's the TV licence fee now? 13 quid a month, isn't it? That could make a difference. It could make a real difference to heating and eating or paying off debt if they're prepared to make that sacrifice. If they're coming to you, they're prepared to make sacrifices. Help them properly. Come on, StepChange, you're better than that. So yeah, just a few that I found there. I know I've done this one before and I might do it again because I like seeing the change here. We are seeing more of these pages being updated to let people know they don't necessarily need to pay the licence fee, and it's great, and it's great. And the more we talk about them, the more you lot contact them and say, can you please update your information there to help people, the better it is for everybody, and we will make more progress, and people that are reaching out to them are struggling, or students don't have a lot of money either, do they? They need to know the proper rules, and they're not being told it because the information is coming mostly from TV licensing PR people. They're only going to tell one side of the story, right? They're in the business of selling TV licenses. So we need to keep on this, and I'm going to keep checking. I'm going to keep emailing these people. We'll try and get it all updated, get some proper information out there for people, can't we? So what do you think about this then? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to contact me, you'll find out how to do that in the description box below. There's a link for that. If you have any questions for me, you can either send them that way or post them on TV License Resistance Forum. Again, the link's below. Post your question on there and you'll get expert answers quite quickly from loads of different people. It's a great way to go, and your question will stay public so other people might get the help from the question that you asked. You can't go wrong, can you? So as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, hopefully, very hopefully, I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? And speaking of those, there's a couple on the screen here. If you want to watch one of them now, enjoy. Ta-da.